So for today's video, I do want to speak about the matchup between Barcelona and Getafe. This video is not going to be that long because I honestly do not want to take too much time in this video and start to, I'm not going to say complain, because what I'm saying is facts, and I'm not out here trying to make excuses, but I just don't want to waste so much time on a game that I would say was unfair, that did have an agenda to take away points from FC Barcelona. I'm going to be explaining exactly what I do mean by that in this video, but like I've said, it's not going to be a full match review, just a very brief type of review, and then we'll just move on from there. I do think that all these players have to step away from this 1-1 tie. Yes, we got 1 point. It could have been 3 points. We do have to step away from this and just focus on to the next game, which will be on Tuesday against Benfica, where we do have a chance to really make it into the top 2 in the Champions League table, which is overall going to boost our confidence within this season. So first of all, yes, Getafe did tie against Barcelona 1-1. 1 goal coming from Jules Koundé on the 9th minute and 1 goal coming from Mauro Arambari on the 34th minute. In the first half, Barcelona took the early lead, but then of course Getafe did equalize very early in this game on the 34th minute, and from there it was all just chaos. It was a lot of defense coming from Getafe, and Barcelona had 78% of the possession while Getafe only had 22. Also, Barcelona had 21 shots while Getafe only had 8, but their effectiveness on converting these into goals was really lacking, which ultimately led to Barcelona losing points. Not losing, but losing points. But man, let me tell you, was there a lot of fouls? Was there a lot of controversial calls? Was there so much physicalness going on? We expected this to happen coming from Getafe. We have talked about it before in the pre-match preview. I said that Getafe is a team that is weak, that don't know how to score goals, that don't have any pride for themselves. They don't want to make themselves better in the attack. They don't want to win anything. They are just here in this competition, in this league, to take away points from the big dogs, the big teams, which is Barcelona, Real Madrid, Athletic Club, and all the other clubs, Atletico Madrid, you name it. That is the only purpose for Getafe, is to just take away points from the big teams. And in this game, we saw the exact same thing. They were okay with tying this game 1-1, and all they wanted to do was to just defend for their lives, cause chaos, act like women, right? Because after every time they were being touched, like for example with Alejandro Balde, when Balde touched one of the players of Getafe, they just fall onto the ground and say, "Oh my god, I'm hurt, I can't play no more, please help me." And then the freaking coach wants to go out there and be like, "Oh my god, do you see this, ref? Barcelona are playing very dirty and this and that, and they're time wasting and whatever." And then the player was just on the ground, like little kids. Like, bro, be professional. Be a team that wants to like represent Getafe itself, the badge. Like, I know these fans came out with secondhand embarrassment coming away from the stadium when they're like, okay, well, we got a point, but at what cost? Like, we look like idiots out there, because that is what Getafe look like. They look like idiots out there. It's just straight idiots. Going back to Barcelona, I want to quickly just give my praise to Lamine Yamal, Rafinha, Balde, because in those first 20 to 25 minutes, and even after that, they were playing amazing, right? Lamine Yamal showed so many moments of brilliance. Rafinha was looking like prime Ronaldinho out there, and then we had Alejandro Balde just taking on players. I'm like, bro, this is the team. This is the team that I want to see play in every weekend. Balde played 90 minutes, had 2 total shots, 57 out of 65 passes were completed, 2 chances were created, 96 total touches, 4 touches in the opposition box, and 6 passes into the final third. Lamine Yamal completed the most dribbles, which was a total of 6. He also played 90 minutes, 7 total shots, 22 out of 31 passes were completed, 1 chance created, 62 touches, 9 touches in the opposition box, 6 out of 9 successful dribbles, 3 passes into the final third, 2 out of 2 accurate long balls, and he made 3 total recoveries. And oh my god, bro, like there was a sequence where Lamine Yamal took on 3 to 4 players. He shot the ball. It was going to go into the top left corner, but then the goalkeeper blocked it, unfortunately. Or I think that it hit the post. I might be mistaken, but it was just very, very exciting to see Lamine Yamal play in that way. But Getafe tried to persevere. Getafe just said, you know what, we're just gonna defend in a 4-1-4-1 with everybody back, and we're just gonna play as dirty as possible, which is going to lead me towards the big conversation in this video. I know many of you guys want me to talk about what happened with Jules Koundé. Yes, Jules Koundé was hugged, wrestled, you name it, tackled inside the penalty box, but the ref said no penalty, right? The ref said, just no, I don't see nothing, I am okay. All I see is money coming from Real Madrid, right? The payment coming through. All I see is money coming from Javier Tebas. I'm okay, I don't see it. But yes, Jules Koundé was taken down inside the box, and they said no penalty. Let me tell you why everybody has been furious about this call. That is because not too long ago, Rudiger experienced the exact same thing inside the box. Rudiger, right? There's a picture here. Rudiger experienced the exact same thing, getting hugged, tackled by some other player, and he got taken down, and the ref said penalty. So explain to me, please explain to me why the picture on the left, which is Rudiger, is considered a penalty, but the picture on the right, where there's Jules Koundé, is not a penalty. It is the exact same thing. The exact same thing. And so I'm like, okay, fine. Like, Rudiger got taken down, whatever, is a penalty, whatever. I want to see Real Madrid lose, but it's a penalty. But then you go into the next game where Barcelona go through the exact same thing, but that's not a penalty. So like, is there favoritism going on here? You know what's even crazier? Getafe always comes with these type of games to come in playing dirty, trying to foul, trying to fake fouls, trying to fall into the ground like women. But Getafe is gonna do what they always do best. And to be honest, that is their character, right? That is what God gave them, which is a character like that. And so it's not Getafe's fault in the end. It is the referee who allows for this to happen. It is the referee who allows this and just says, play on. It is okay. It's just insane to me that Barcelona either have to win 5-0 and play and put out a true dominant display, or they get nothing. You have to win 5-0 or 4-0 in these league matches, because if not, if Barcelona are struggling 1-1 or it's 1-0 or it's 2-1, eventually the refs are going to catch on and they're going to want to make a ridiculous call that leads towards Barcelona losing points. That is what frustrates me the most. It's like, be consistent. Please be consistent. Like okay, like if this play happened with Rudy Gerrit and they said no penalty, I'll be like, okay, cool, no penalty. And then we see the same thing with Jules Koundé, no penalty. Okay, fine, that's fine. I'm gonna just say at least La Liga is being consistent. At least the refs are saying we're all agreeing to the same thing. But then if you see Real Madrid gaining an advantage, and then you see Barcelona having a whole other different like call up to the exact same play, then I'm gonna say you guys are being inconsistent. And why does everything have to go with Real Madrid's favor? Why? So like I've said, I'm not gonna make this video too long because I already know what everybody's gonna say in the comments, or a few of you guys who are Real Madrid fans in secret who are gonna be saying, Kevin, you're just complaining, Barcelona just needs to play better, whatever. I'm not gonna have this conversation. I'm just not. I'm not gonna try and be toxic because apparently you guys can't also take that either. So we're just gonna move on away from this. Barcelona are potentially gonna go 7 points down from Real Madrid if they do win their next game. And like I said, we go into the next match against Benfica. I have nothing else more to say. You know, if you guys want to ask me what do you think about Lewandowski has not been able to score. I do think that he limits the pace of the play. He does not bring good support to any of the other players. Yes, he scores goals. Yes, he is one of the top goal scorers, but we need more from Lewandowski. We need more athleticism. We need more combinations in the attack. Barcelona's attack could have been much better. Even though they were good tonight against Getafe, it could have been better. That extra margin could have led towards Barcelona getting the 3 points, but it is what it is. Like I said, we move on from here, and that is it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.